But these
Yeah.
are amazing, and presumably why they do hang around on real estate sites is because they are unusual. Somebody looking from afar and seeing 12 bedrooms but no bathrooms, or 8 bedrooms but 11 bathrooms, is thinking this is an unusual proposition. There is some work to be done in places like this to tailor them to your needs. This is incredible. This building, isn't it? It looks like an owl to me.
Yes. It's remarkable. Again, family owned. The grandfather built it.
Really?
It's family owned. It's half an hour to Porto. So valuation reflects its size and location. And really, it's a building that to renovate that would be a labour of love. It would need to be, I suspect that will go to a commercial operator who will take advantage of the land and build additional units.
Yeah, look at it.
There's a big demand for smaller hotels, but smaller in the hotel world is big to you and I. And that building on its own certainly isn't big enough. You'd need to add at least 30 rooms.
Yeah. So it's a very specific new owner that you're looking for with something like this. This is way up north, and of course Barcelos is where the cockerel comes from, as you can see on the screen next to me there. That's where that cockerel legend comes from. The cockerel of justice, I think, is the story there. And what a fabulous place, and some great footage here of the place. Wonderful. So imposing, and it cuts a dash on the street as you come past as well, I think.
Yeah, it does. And it's perfectly positioned for a hotel or head office or whatever. And there are others we've got that already have got outline planning for major development, rather than somebody buying it and wanting to turn it into a house. But they can do either. And then there's one here in Pedroga Grande that has already been done up. It's absolutely perfect. So for the American market, that's fine. I say American market, anyone who wants a key in the door, fully insulated house with photovoltaic, etc., etc.
Yes.
You've probably seen the new or heard of the new service from Kippertree that is taking only houses that are completely renovated and grade A or B energy certificate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be slipping a few of these into that new service, which is excellent.
Very good. No, good. That's an associated project with Expats Portugal, with whom I work closely, of course. Oh, and check out, we had Nuno from Enagon talking about some of the pitfalls of buying in Portugal and things to look out for in terms of construction. That was a great webinar from last Thursday. So Kippertree are going to be helping people bypass a lot of these difficulties and traumas that can be experienced. I wanted to stop this video in the background, but it's too interesting. All the relics you're finding inside, and when you say the grandfather built it, what's the backstory there? Is this sort of colonial wealth that's being brought back to motherland?
They fit into two distinct categories. In that there are no pools winners. It was either people that have brought money back from Brazil largely, or Angola, and less so Mozambique.
Right.
And that's generally mid to late 1800s.
Yeah.
So come back and build the family pile. The other ones, if I look in the historic centre here in Pedroga Grande, a lot of it, the big houses up the street behind me, and there are some substantial villas, were built by local businessmen. There were two brothers who had a hugely successful agricultural business, dominated agriculture for decades, and coined it in, basically. And their two family homes are side by side up the street. One is still lived in by descendants, and the other's just been sold for turning into a boutique hotel, I think.
Wow.
So it's one of two. It's other people seeking their fortune abroad and coming back with the readies, or they're always businessmen. People think in 1974 and before nothing happened in this country. There's plenty of wealth. You've got to go look at. I saw an E-Type Jaguar the other day from 1968.
Really?
Or 69 here, and I think the cost of that, and what were they in the UK, about £3,000. So within Portugal, yeah, it would have been about 5,000 or 6,000 quid.
Yeah.
You could buy a street for that back then.
Yes.
So there were people. There was always trade. There's always been people making money. There's the whole textile industry. There's shoemaking. There's wine. The smart people get ahead, and every town's got somebody. One family or two family that built the big places. So no,
and they really get ahead, don't they? There's a sort of an exponential effect to that. The more wealth they create, the more outstanding their lives are in every sense of the word. Driving around an E-Type Jag back in the day around the village, that must have sounded and looked great. Yeah,
and there's no inheritance tax, so it gets passed on 100%.
Yes.
So it can trickle down. That's why you get sort of old, unassuming, elderly ladies mostly who've got 7 or 8 different properties.
Yes, and have out-survived everybody and just inherited everything.
Yeah, and they trickle down. I don't know. It's usually tiny plots of land dotted around, but
yes.
it is remarkable the effect that no inheritance tax has had.
It really is, isn't it? And it does explain the mystery when people come to Portugal and think, how is it that there's so many abandoned properties?
Yeah,
this is the big reason, really, isn't it, behind it all?
Yeah, they're abandoned, but still owned.
Still owned, yeah.
If you have inherited 10 properties, you're only going to live in one. You might put a family member in the next, and the others, if you have limited income or interest, the others sit there gradually decaying. You think, oh well, I'll hand them on to my grandchildren. I deal with a lot of grandchildren. The grandchildren say, "Okay, we'll sell this now. Thanks, Granny.
Thanks, Granny. Amazing.
Good investment. Yeah.
This is happening. This is happening in front of our very eyes. Paul's a part of it. And let's go back to these third-party properties, as you call them. Many, all outstanding. Anything in particular that's a favourite for you? I'm seeing another one with in Visio, 22 bedrooms, no bathrooms. Should you have a look at that?
The end one. Yeah, this is fascinating.
Right. Okay. What's the story?
This is North Central region near Viseu, Penedona.